This is The Tyre Kickers, classic car chat with Max and Matt.
Welcome to a special episode 57 of The Tyre Kickers. Breaking news, I've bought myself a new car. So in this episode, I'll reveal it, drive it, and Matt will laugh at it and try to break it for fun.
The Tyre Kickers podcast with Footman James.
However, I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, although sat inside, the sound of the ticking clock may give you a little clue. So I'm going to drive it over to meet Matt, and he can have first dibs at criticising my new choice of classic car.
I'm keeping my eyes on the road. Oh, hello. Hold on a minute. There is a classic car. Oh, I'm going to eat my words.
This is the Tyre Kickers podcast with Footman James.
So, hello. Matt here. Stood in a car park in a pub somewhere outside Evesham, waiting for Max. Now, he's made a big deal about this. I honestly haven't been told in the last 2 weeks what he's bought. He said, I've bought a car. I'm not telling you what it is. I'm going to reveal it to you. You'll have to wait and see. I have no idea what he's bought. However, this is Max we're talking about here. This isn't somebody who's an impulse purchaser. He's taken 2 years to research Rolls Royces. So I'm looking on the horizon. I'm scanning the horizon now to see if there's anything that looks like the blue Rolls Royce that I think is going to pull up in a minute. Rolls Royce Corniche, I think. 1974 Rolls Royce Corniche. It's the one he looked at, and I think he's been negotiating on it. But he's been really coy about it, and he's not said anything. So we're going to stand, we're going to wait. Nothing so far. I'm keeping my eyes on the road. Oh, hello. Hold on a minute. There is a classic car. Oh, I'm going to eat my words. It looks like a Porsche. It looks like a little Porsche. It's an orange car. It's just gone behind. Oh, hold on a minute. Now, behind the Porsche is a blue Rolls Royce. Yeah, there's an orange or red 911. But behind that, I think there's an old man in a Panama hat driving a blue Rolls Royce. And I think it's the one I think it is. Oh, yeah, there it is. Blue Rolls Royce Corniche. Yeah, I could see it coming in the car park. Oh, he's so predictable. Oh, it's a Silver Shadow. It's not the one I thought. Okay, he's got to get around the building. Let's pick this up when I can see him. Right, I've got sight of him now. It's coming in. It looks like a Silver Shadow. It's not the car I thought it was. Damn.
Oh, there he is. I can see him at the end of the car park. He's already laughing. What a surprise. Sliding onto the gravel. Arriving in style, obviously. I can see him yapping already. What is he going to be saying about my choice? All right, mate?
Yeah, the wedding's not on today. I know that's a wedding venue there, but...
Listen, there's not a hint of confetti in this car, because I've been round it looking for it.
Well, I ordered an Uber, but I was hoping for a Prius. This is very nice, but it's not what I expected.
Didn't you? What were you expecting?
I expected the Corniche, the 74 Corniche.
Oh, right, no, I couldn't buy that. The bloke wouldn't sell it to me. Hang on, let me turn this off and I'll get out and you can have a proper look round.
Okay, all right. This looks very nice. Now, can I just say, first of all, I have been setting this up by saying that you're not very spontaneous. So it had to be a car that you would have seen or you spent 2 years researching. Hold on, before you start nerding out, let me explain to the listeners what it is. It's a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. It's a W reg. It's light blue. That won't be the colour. He'll nerd out in the colour in a minute.
Caribbean blue.
Okay, so Caribbean blue. After 2 years of going on and on about this, reading every single book cover to cover, why this one?
Because it's a Shadow 2, so this is one of the very, very last ones, and the Shadow 2 was a slightly better car. And actually, I like the look of the Shadow 2s because I think they're a slightly cleaner look. There's a bit less kind of gubbins around it. It's a much better drive, it's got much better steering, and I just think, there's not that many good Silver Shadows around. So once you find a good one...
Well, you've looked at most of them.
I've seen pretty much all of them now.
I'd just like to say, any Rolls-Royce dealers up and down the UK, he has found one now, so you can answer the phone again.
Yeah, you can...
it's safe to come out.
You can sleep better at night. But yeah, so basically I saw this a couple of weeks ago. It popped up on the dealer's website. And I was there within 2 days, and then I just bought it on the spot because I've seen a few now. Most of them were ropey. I look round this. I reckon it's a good one. I don't know that yet.
Let's have a look. Let's start. Let's move across this gravel car park. Oh no! Looking at the back window, no rust.
No rust in that point where they kind of on the edge of the window, the rubbers go, and then that goes rusty on the kind of top of the wing. That's okay. Can you hear it knocking? That's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's your bank balance gone.
So there's the wheel arches, normally a rust around the wheel arches.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one we saw about a year ago in London that was really rusty?
Yes, yeah.
So this hasn't got, well, I mean, it's probably had work on it. It's definitely had some paint work on it, but there's no rust that I can see. Under the rear valance, there's no rust either.
Let's have a look, because you've done the dealer thing of only showing me one side of the car so far. Walking round, it looks really clean, doesn't it? Let's have a look round the other side. So I'm down the near side now at the moment. Looking at it, is it straight? Let's have a look. Do you know that bodywork looks really good? Has it been restored?
I think it's been restored a few times, to be honest. I found a couple of receipts in the history because it's got history going back right to when it was delivered new in 1981. So I found a few receipts for a bit of work, and you can see if I show you on the inside of the door pillar, on the passenger door, look at that. That's been filled and.
It's got the smell. Oh, I can smell the 70s and a few weddings, actually. Do you think this was it a wedding car? Do you think this one?
Do you know, I've literally gone through it, trying to find a hint of confetti or a hint of ribbon, and I can't find a thing. So I don't think it is. The last owners owned it for 20 years. So I don't think it was a wedding car. There's always a risk it has been, but it doesn't look like there's been an unhappy bride in the back.
It's very clean inside. It's cream leather, sort of piped leather inside, blue dashboard there on the front. I mean, it does look clean. Somebody's either spent a lot of time cleaning this, or it's just been loved and looked after. I mean, normally the seats go, don't they? But they're just nicely worn in, aren't they?
I have got the details of how it came out of the factory, and it is a Caribbean blue car with linen
sorry,
interior.
I've got to go in a minute.
No, leave the microphone. I can talk.
Don't we know it? Has it got your required two reams of paperwork?
It has. I've got the service book to show you in the pub later.
Oh, okay.
And I've got all the receipts, and I've put them into a spreadsheet.
Bet you have. What a nerd.
So you can go through that later with me.
When was it last serviced?
Last service 2 weeks ago. So part of the deal was having it completely serviced. So it's freshly serviced. I mean, there's a slight bit of judder on the brakes. I think the discs might be a little bit warped. And one of the windows is a bit sticky, but I have found a way of basically getting it going by pressing the electric window switch and slamming the door at the same time. And that makes it work.
It is a classic car, after all. Look, let me sit inside. Can you just a bit of practice for you here, just to get used to what life's going to be like now? Could you open the back door so I can get in, please, driver?
Do you want to sit inside?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Right, let's have a. Oh, the seats look really good, actually.
Lamb's wool over rug. So are your feet clean?
Well, yeah, I'll give them a wipe before I put them in. It's really, really nice. This has been done, hasn't it?
I don't know whether it has, to be honest, because I think it all seems to be original. I've not seen any signs of it being done. I'm just hoping it's been kind of like quite well looked after. But they're quite tough wearing interiors.
You remember Through the Keyhole with Lloyd Grossman? It's like who would live in a house like this? I'm looking on the front seat as a Panama hat. Who would drive a car like this?
Well, guess.
I'll get. I mean, I've got to say, we've sat in a few, and this is probably the nicest one I've seen. There's nothing that's catching my eye at all. I'm a bit OCD about interiors, and there's nothing. The dash is clean. All the seats are really nice and clean. I mean, bearing in mind this is what? So this is 1980, is it?
This is well, it was made in 1980 and sold in 81, so it's about 45 years old.
45 years old. Yeah, it's really, really good.
Come on,
it looks
sit in
nice.
the front.
Well, I will come in a bit. Sit. Okay, I'm generally thinking I'm going to be in the back in this, day to day. But
Think again, princess.
Let's have a look. Let's see where the staff sit. It's really nice. Walnut dash. I mean, the walnut looks really, really good. There's no pitting or flaking. There's a tiny little bit. I mean, that's being really picky, isn't it? But most of it, I mean, normally it starts going, doesn't it? And one last nice thing that I noticed you've done in the back window.
Yes, there's my very, very last sticker of my dad's car dealership, supplied by John Flint with his number, Malvern 2991, which shows you how old it is because it's a 4-digit number.
How cool. What would your dad have made of this?
He would have said I'm an idiot.
He'd have tried to flog it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He would have said I'm an absolute idiot and they cost a fortune and they drive like a camel and what do you want one of those for? But actually, secretly, I think he would have quite liked it. He never had any Silver Shadows as far as I can remember. But I think he would have liked it, yeah. But they were quite expensive then, and they are quite expensive to maintain. More on that later.
What a lovely thing, though, to have a bit of your dad driving around with you.
Yeah, exactly. I can just hear him moaning in the back of my head, going, "Oh, what do you want one of those things for?"
Obviously ran in the family then. Right, let's start it up then. Let's go out for a little run.
Let's go for a run. Right, you get in the passenger seat and see how we go.
Okay, I'm buckled up and I'm ready for speed.
Oh, you're in the wrong car for that, I'm afraid. It is very slow. I have noticed that. It's seriously slow. Already I've had 2 people beat me on roundabouts. So I'm going too slowly. So this is us setting off. Got a nice little burble to it, nice little V8 burble. It's very smooth. I mean, the steering is fingertip light. The steering doesn't bounce around, and then it just takes the bumps so softly. I mean, it really does smooth out these roads. You don't really feel anything from these potholes, but then you do notice you're going 10 miles an hour slower than everybody else.
Is it really that slow?
Yes. I mean, it off the line, it's because it's a heavy car,
Yeah.
and it's got a big V8 with a 3-speed auto, so it is a slow car.
So we're coming into de-restricted now. Floor it.
Oh, kick down. It's got kick down. 50. 60. It's not bad, but it didn't really feel like that was its kind of comfort zone.
It is an experience. I mean, we've talked about when I drove that one last year. When you drive it's you could be doing 50 in a modern car and feel nothing, whereas you do feel like you're sat in a big comfy armchair here essentially, and you are sort of floating up and down on the road. It does feel like you're, I don't know, it's not like driving a normal car, is it?
The closest thing to driving this car is a Citroen DS, because you've obviously got the suspension and the powered brakes and the powered steering.
Yeah.
It does feel like a Citroen DS. It does wander slightly. It kind of follows the cambers on the road, which is quite unusual. I thought it was pulling to the left, but then I went on another road and it was pulling to the right. So it's not pulling, it's just follow the camber of the roads, because it's kind of strange, but it's got super light steering. I mean, this is all just fingertip touch. You can carry along like this. Yeah, let's pull up here and then we can swap drivers, shall we?
Yeah, you spin it around. I don't want to be reversing onto a main road.
It's got a very good turning circle. It's got a kind of London taxi turn.
Yeah, okay. I suppose that was part of the brief, wasn't it? I suppose that you need to turn it around, in the city.
Right, I'll just park it here. I'll leave it ticking over. I'll put it in park, and then we can swap over. Right, so I've taken over control of the microphone. Matt is about to take over control of the Rolls Royce.
Does the seat go back? Because
It does a bit, yeah. Look, there's this one of these controllers here.
Okay.
If I do it, there we are.
Well, thank God that works. It's probably about 50 quid each, that switch, wouldn't it?
Oh, and the rest.
There we go. With a bit of confidence.
Right, doors slammed.
Okay.
It is impossibly hot in here. I'll get the aircon going in a minute, but I won't get it going just yet for a reason, which you'll find out.
Put the
in a minute.
window down.
Yeah, that's the central
that's
locking.
locking. Where's the window then?
It's that one of those switches there, that closest switch.
Close. There we go. There we go. Right. Do you want a bit of window as well?
Careful with my window, because sometimes it doesn't go
Okay.
up.
So, handbrake is where?
I haven't bothered.
I'm bothered.
Foot
Okay.
on the brake.
Foot on the brake. Into drive.
Into drive.
In an automatic. I mean, my Stag, I put it in drive, and the bonnet just goes up and down. This sort of did a sort of ripple, like it was on like a boat on the river, didn't it? It sort of went up and down a couple of times. So pulling out here. Oh, it's got a lovely V8 feel to it.
It's got a bit of a burble in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it has got a bit of verbal. We can hear it with the window open now. So I'm pulling back onto this main road here. Here we go. Whoa, it does. It is like driving a wardrobe, isn't it? It kind of
It does wallow a bit, doesn't it?
It's lovely though, it really. And that sits on the road nicely, doesn't it? As you say, I'm not getting any sort of tracking problems really. I take my hands off the wheel.
No, put them back.
Oh, okay. It says 40. I might be doing 50. Is that right? The speed cameras. Do you want a picture of it?
So there's a little bit of a de-restricted sign coming up now, so you can think about having a squirt.
Although I have got a van in front of me. But as you say, you don't feel like you want to floor it, do you? I've got my thumbs on the steering wheel now, like you say. It's amazing what a car does. You get the measure of a car, don't you? Fairly quickly. You're either going to feel relaxed. I remember when I drove your Merc, I kind of had my arm on the window. Do you remember?
Yeah.
You're looking down. I'm looking down this light blue bonnet and just seeing the Silver Lady in the front. And what a fantastic sight that is. You've got the wing one side. You've got the Silver Lady, and then you've got the far wing, which seems quite a way away. But what a beautiful sight. I mean, it is like a boat.
But you can kind of get the feeling, isn't it, that actually the car's telling you how to drive because you can't rush it.
Let's drop the gear and disappear in this. I mean, it doesn't want to. I mean, I've just done kickdown in it, and it doesn't really. It picks up. I've got white van behind me. Tough.
But what I've noticed I mean, you've just jumped in this. You've driven one before, I know, but that was about a year and a half ago. But it is a super easy car to drive, isn't it?
It's knowing that it's a slow old car. It's a wallowy car, so you don't want to be throwing it into corners. You need to be anticipating it a little bit more, don't you? And then you need to not expect it to stop on a. Just checking over my shoulder there as we come around the roundabout. You need to not expect it to stop on a dime. You know, it's a lot of metal and a lot of weight, so you are conscious of that. But it's a really beautiful drive. I mean, I'd love to do a long trip in it if you're paying for the fuel. But no, we could do a lovely little long trip in this. It'd be fantastic. What a fab car! I'm really pleased for you.
Oh, great! Thank you very much. I'm just going to turn the aircon down a bit because it's quite noisy. So there we are. Put it down on low. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I've kind of fallen in love with it quite quickly because I parked it outside my house. From my kitchen window, you can see where it's parked. And so I've just been staring at it while making a cup of tea and staring at it while making breakfast. And you really do get to appreciate the lines because it's quite a pretty car, I think, Silver Shadows. They're quite big, but the lines and the curves, particularly when you look at the doors and the wheel arches, it's a very cohesive design.
Now, we're staying overnight in this pub tonight, and I've got the room that overlooks the car park, and you haven't. Do you want to swap? Are you going to be chilled about it, or are you going to be checking on it overnight?
No, I'm sleeping in the car. Oh, here he is. He's bought a drink. Congratulations. Well done. Wonders will never cease.
It's a bit like Halley's Comet. You'll only see it once in your lifetime.
So we're sitting in a beer garden, and I thought it would be quite interesting for you to go through the service history. In minute detail, by the way.
Hold on, I've not had a sip of my beer yet. I've still got time to escape.
No, you haven't.
Drive away.
You've had too many to drive now, so you're stuck here for the night. So, here's a spreadsheet, Matt, of the service history. I'm just going to talk about this for a minute. Here is all the service books in a lovely leather-bound case, so you can have a quick flick through those.
Yeah, it's a lovely old vinyl. It's not leather, it's vinyl.
Don't ruin the illusion.
But it's got Rolls-Royce warranted. This I'm interested. I'm not really that interested in your spreadsheet, I'll be honest.
Too
with
late.
You. But it's typed out. It's got a card inside with the VIN on and stuff, and it's obviously been put through a typewriter and typed out. And you can tell it's 80s actually because it's that electric typewriter kind of look, but it's so period. And then it's obviously got a nice the old Rolls-Royce books and stuff. Information for a customer taking delivery of a new Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2 or Bentley T2 motorcar. So yeah, some nerd would have read. Oh, you will read these actually.
You read them for a second because I've been doing some number crunching because I've had quite a few receipts with the car with a service history which is going back to, the receipts were going back to 1999, I think. So I've done some number crunching for you, which you'll be fascinated in. So since 1999, 27 years ago, the car has cost £19,614 in servicing.
Well, that's not bad, is it, for a car that size?
I don't think that's bad. That's about £726 per annum.
God, that's nothing.
But there's a but.
Oh, is it?
That's over 8,377 miles in 27 years.
Well, yeah, as long as it's been kept moving, it's when it has it been laid up for any point. Then is it? You'll know this because you'll have Carol Vorderman and all the numbers, won't you? Basically, to spot the gaps.
Congratulations. Yes, I have. So actually, the service costs over 27 years of nearly £20,000 aren't a lot. But then when you divide that by 8,377 miles, that means the service costs are £2.34 a mile.
Will there be a quiz on this? Because you are starting to lose me. I'm starting to glaze over a little bit. Can you cut to the chase?
So if I insured that for 3,000 miles a year,
yeah,
at £2.34 a mile, the rather shocking thing is that would cost me £7,000 a year to service.
If you buy a car like this, and any classic car, you shouldn't be doing numbers like this.
Too late.
But it's not the way to look at it, is it? Buy the best car you can find, and then hopefully you cross your fingers and hope and pray that you're not going to be into big bills. And so, like with my Stag, I've bought the best one I can find, I think, and so far it's only cost me £600 in servicing, and that's it. You should go into this looking optimistic. The next 12 months you should be not looking at the past, you should be looking at now on to the future. So hopefully if you service it and look after it, you're not going to have any big bills.
It looks like it's roughly been serviced every 3,000 miles and probably once a year.
He's got this spreadsheet out. I'll describe it to you. He's printed it out and everything. You've spent hours on this, haven't you? Have you done this from scratch?
Yeah, this is me, yeah.
You've done this whole spreadsheet from scratch. Have you? Oh, it goes on to 2 pages. Oh, look at your little face when you were doing that. You probably, look, it's a B service, it's a C service. Oh, no, change that because it's not a C service. Oh, God, got the date wrong. It's got all the dates down one side and then the job description, invoice number, cost, mileage, notes. It's a bit Rain Man, I've got to say, but,
And this is what I love about cars. I think when they have got a history like this, because this goes back to the 5th of February 1981 when it was delivered to the new owner by Lexmead Maidenhead, and that for me is really exciting because I can kind of trace the car right back to day one.
Anyway, you're listening to Tyre Kickers. I hope you're still with us.
Unlikely.
It is unlikely. I'm still looking at the book. The spreadsheet's lovely, Max. Well done on that.
I've got one more thing I need you to do because you're good at maths. Have you got your phone on you with a calculator? So basically, I need to work out the mileage, the MPG.
Okay.
Because...
Do you really want to do this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
When I bought it, I filled up right to the brim.
Okay.
And then I've done 150 miles since then. 41.45 litres is 9.12 gallons.
Right.
So I have done 150 miles using 9.12 gallons. What is my MPG?
Okay.
150 miles.
150 miles, yeah. 150 divided by
9.12 gallons.
16.4 to the gallon.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's slightly better than I thought. I was expecting about 12.
No, that's all right. It's not too shabby. I mean, my Stag probably does about 18.
It's an economy car.
I won't go that far. But you won't need to put your prices up for the weddings. I think what you're charging is probably fair. Or the proms. It's prom season. You're going to be busy.
So continuing in that vein, Matt took the Michael pretty much all night, but he did like the car and we are planning some road trips in it soon. Right, I'm at home now in the garden looking at the Silver Shadow parked in front of me, and I want to admit something. I have been having some sleepless nights since I bought it. Shadows are complicated and expensive. It looks okay to my eye, but have I bought a decent one or a duffer? Now, the fact I didn't get it inspected before I bought it has been nagging away at me, so I did a bit of a daft thing. I got it inspected after I bought it. Now, when I was looking at that 1974 Rolls Corniche a few episodes ago, I used Oscar Pinder from Specialist's R&B Garages. So I took the Shadow up to his garage in Bromsgrove in the middle of this week's heatwave and got him to have a look. We started with a test drive. Right, it's a bit of open road, just turning right on the junction. The road is opening up nicely in front of us.
So I'll just try the brakes up here in a moment. But, pushing along now, 55 mile an hour on a national road. It just sits comfortably, for a classic car. It's not darting all over the place. It's just a lovely place to be. It just glides along over the bumps as it should do. There's nothing at these higher speeds. There's not any wheel vibrations or any driveline vibrations. It's all just kind of floating along as it should do. We'll get round this corner and I'll stamp on the brakes. Alright, here we go. There's my braking zone coming up. Just get over the brow of the hill. Here we go. Yeah, that's quite a vibration. Feels more from the back than the front to me. I'll just try it again going into this T-junction. Yeah, there's quite a rumble there. Which again, as you say, if it's been standing for a while, that's quite standard that they tend to warp, the pads stick to them and creates those issues.
So on the Shadow 2, because I know the rear brakes on the Shadow 1 are the expensive bit, is it the same on the later Shadow 2s?
Yeah, they're a little bit less difficult as the Shadow 1s have a standard master cylinder as a normal car would to get the feel on the brake pedal, and so it makes them a bit more complicated. These are a bit simpler, but to be honest, it's kind of 6 2/3. These are more complicated in other areas that it kind of balances it out.
Damn, the forums were telling me that Shadow 2 brakes were easier, but now maybe they're not so.
There's more pipes on a Shadow 1 to take off, so there is in theory more things to seize up. In reality, it's kind of neither here nor there.
So test drive complete. We're just coming back into your garage. Just what are your initial thoughts?
I really like the car. It's one of those, I get in and out of a lot of shadows throughout the week and the months. And as I say, the amount of them that I get in and write off before I've even driven them is incredible. This car, I'd say, as it sits and drives at the minute, it's a good 7 out of 10. Which, you know, if you think 10 being a freshly restored one, it's not bad going for, what we say, 93,000 miles. I'm very impressed with it. Pop the bonnet up and do all the inside and the engine bay things, and then we'll go outside into the furnace on the outside ramp.
Right, bonnet up. Let's have a look at the angry hot thing on an angry hot day.
Yeah, it was hot enough in here without the radiant heat of the engine. Again, it's for 90,000 miles, it's what I'd expect. Looking at that is the old Delco Remy air compressor, so no wonder that's noisy. So under the bonnet, first of all, the bonnet light's not working and the pads are all in good order. So normally you can tell the condition of a Shadow by how the boot looks and how the underside of the bonnet looks, and if all the padding's worn, and in the boot if it's all crusty, you could tend to know that's where they've been let go.
Right, boot open. What are you looking for here?
So the first thing is all the underlay. So that's the original underlay. It's not been messed with. If we just pull these flaps open, like so. So as you can see, you can still see Caribbean blue there, but it's all in good order. I'd say it's had some pipes remade, but yeah, it's all very tidy back here.
Is it time now for the ramp of truth? Because looking underneath the Rolls Royce is where you get a real sense of what it's like.
It's got to be done.
Right, let's get under the shade of a Rolls Royce.
Normally I start by looking at corrosion. Obviously these cars have quite sharp edges along the bottom. They're all at a right angle that catches all the debris as you drive, and hence, you know, rots away. But this is all nice and tidy along the rear valance section, going up to the back of the wheel arches. Handbrake cable, I mean, these are only small things. The handbrake cable kind of gate is split. Shock absorber bushes are starting to perish. They've got a bit of rusty stains around them. There's no rot anywhere. It's just surface corrosion. Obviously the subframes on these are so heavy duty. It's not, you know, it's not like an old Escort or a Fiesta that rots away. They corrode, they don't rot, Rolls Royces. It's strange. Again, all your pipes, you've got all this rat's nest of hydraulic pipes for all the height control for the back end, and they look original to me, which isn't a bad thing. They're not corroded, they've obviously been protected.
So we're right up the front now, right virtually underneath the grille.
Yeah, so the first thing I look for these, I mean, these like to leak oil. At the very front, you've got the front of engine, so that's the like timing chain cover. So they like to leak, which, I mean, on this car, I'll just pop this side and have a look up here. That side's dry, and this side's dry. And then looking from higher up down the sides of the V of this V8, it's all dry up till the telltale holes, which tells me that the rocker covers aren't leaking, which I had a look under the bonnet. It's been put on with the new style rubber gaskets rather than the cork gaskets. So you put those on and they don't leak, whereas the cork ones, the cork expands and contracts and they start leaking. So that's all pretty good. It's had a new starter motor on it at some point. The next favourite one is the steering rack. You can see some oil around here. So the oil, the internal seal leaks, fills up these gaiters. So what I do is I grab it and jiggle it, and if you can hear water inside, or oil, it means the internal seals are gone and the rack needs to be overhauled. So let's give it a go.
I can hear water.
You can hear, yeah. Where's that side?
So that's the left-hand side gaiter on the steering rack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the internal seal is gone, which means it'll be all right for now, but eventually it'll leak all the fluid into there, and then you'll have no power steering fluid. They don't normally tend to go bang, but it's just the more you drive it, they then start doing that.
And can you see the state of the discs from here? Or you can only see on the inside.
I can only see on the inside. The discs have got one hell of a lip on them. Obviously, I can't tell for run out and warps without taking the wheels off. It's got recently new calipers all round by the looks of it. They're all anodised, modern, and new flexi hoses. So it's obviously had a certain amount of hydraulic work done before, but not the discs changed. So the pads have got good thickness on them, but the discs are massively lipped and internally corroded. You see inside there the corrosion in the gaps.
Yes.
So, and then out of principle, obviously, when you change your discs, you might as well change your pads whilst you're in there. So I'd say you definitely want discs and pads, but the fact that we're talking about hydraulics on a Shadow and that's pretty much it, I'm very pleasantly surprised with this car.
So, Oscar, we've done the test drive. You've had a look around it. We've had it up on a ramp. What is your Jerry Springer final thought?
I mean, you've been bloody up and down the country looking at these Shadows. I think you've done very well with this car. It needs some turning around, but they all do. You know, there's a couple of nice, fully restored ones on the market for, 50, 60 odd thousand, and you'd still be spending money on it. But the main part, the interior is immaculate, and the bodywork is pretty good. So I think for the minimal bits of mechanical that need doing, I'd say it's definitely a keeper.
So, pads and discs. Yeah, fair enough, it's a big, heavy car. Strip the steering rack? Bit of a surprise. Possibly a new aircon pump? Well, it was a bit noisy on the test drive. Plus lots of things like sticky passenger windows and the bonnet light to fix. Well, they're just gremlins. All in all, not bad for a complicated 45-year-old car. Now, that has made me feel much, much better. By the way, pictures of the car are up on our social media. Here's how to get to it.
You can find us at The Tyre Kickers UK on Instagram and The Tyre Kickers on Facebook.
So that's it for this special episode of The Tyre Kickers. I hope you've enjoyed learning a bit more about my roles, and apologies if you've been on my 2-year journey to buy a Shadow. Back to normal next week, including to DRL or not to DRL, and who's died in their classic cars.
You've been listening to The Tyre Kickers with Footman James. We share your passion.
See you next time. Goodbye.